Not a single person appointed to lead South Africa's prosecutors has ever completed his term in office. But Mxolisi Nxasana hopes to change that, despite his position coming under fire barely months after he was appointed. In July, President Jacob Zuma announced an inquiry into Nxasana's fitness to hold office. This followed reports the NDPP hadn't disclosed being acquitted of murder years ago. Nxasana says he was honest and upfront about his past. He has since met with President Zuma, and there is now uncertainty over if and when that inquiry will actually happen. The presidency says Zuma is still applying his mind on the matter.
We have engaged on 2 occasions, and it became clear on the first occasion that there is some information that was never presented to the president before he made the decision to institute the inquiry. I have furnished him with that information.
There were reports that you had been offered a 5 million rand golden handshake to walk away from your position. Do you have any idea where those reports came from?
A lot of stories have been said about me, some allegations and accusations, and I take fun out of them. But with this one I became angry. The fact of the matter is, I've made it very clear that the president has never made me any offer to resign, and I have never made any demand.
Is there a suspicion on your part that you're being targeted in any way?
Look, I would not want to make any assumptions, but really, I can't help but think about what is really happening. Why would people be so eager and go to extent of going to giving the journalists the information that does not exist?
Definitively, do you want to stay in your position, or would you consider a settlement to leave this position?
I would love to stay in my position, and I am still in my position. I have never, to be honest with you, considered leaving the position. Not yet, but you'll never know. I mean, anything may happen.
Nxasana insists he will keep doing his job despite the uncertainty hanging over his future. That job, should he keep it, will almost certainly require him to respond to the DA's threatened court bid to reinstate the corruption case against President Zuma. He will have to choose whether the NPA will legally defend its 2009 decision to drop all charges against Zuma because of alleged political interference in his prosecution. Nxasana says the NPA can only make that decision when it knows what the DA's case for review actually is.
We are dealing with the matter. We have formed a team that is looking into the matter. We'll then deliberate on the matter, on all the issues. If we feel that the application for review is devoid of merit and we feel that we have to oppose it, we'll oppose it.
But isn't it a little bit scary? I mean, this is the president of the country who appointed you, and you will have to now make a decision on whether or not to oppose or abide by an application that, could result in him being charged. On a human level, any human being would say that's scary.
I don't think it is scary. You remember that the president appoints the judges as well. Then the judges, you cannot hear the judges say that I'm scared of dealing with this matter simply because it involves the president.
The coming months will reveal whether Nxasana will get the opportunity to make potentially history-changing decisions. For now, he is focused on heading an organization that has been rocked by a series of leadership crises, an NPA that many argue desperately needs to restore the faith that prosecution in South Africa can happen without fear, favor, or prejudice. Karen Morn, Johannesburg.